Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Ye cried and silence filled the air. Fazza, I whispered, was she yours? She was, he said. And now, the wars. Inside my chest, no ceasefire. Find, too. She's gone, but lives within my mind. She wore the dusk within her eyes, and spoke in hush, like lullabies. Her every glance a spell so deep, it haunted me in waking sleep. She walked through gardens, time forgot, left footprints where my dreams were caught. Her shadow stayed when she was gone, a ghost that kissed the early dawn. Fazza, I said, was it that strong? He smiled through pain. I held her song. Each note inside my ribs would shake. Her silence now just makes me break. The winds returned, he took a breath, and from his soul came living death. She left a rose upon my bed. It bloomed with thorns, and bled instead. I saw his voice not just as sound, but thunder trapped beneath the ground. He sang of nights he dared not sleep, for dreams of her would only weep. 3. I called her name into the sea. The waves just mocked and punished me. I carved her name into a tree, but still she ran away from me. And there it was, the deepest cut. Clint, a prince undone, his palace shut. No crowd to cheer, no fame to please, just broken vows on wounded knees. She wore goodbye like it was gold, while I grew numb and dark and old. Tide chased her smile through foreign lands, but only caught the dust in hands. The stars leaned close to hear him cry. The falcons mourned across the sky, and I, a stranger to his past, felt every word like blades that last. He spoke of days that never came, of fires that burned without a flame. Dull, he said, she loved me once, I know, but some loves leave and never show. And then his voice began to shake, like tears that storms refuse to fake. He said, my poems all are hers. My heart, a jail that still prefers to her memory as its only guest. I breathe, but never truly rest. Thee sat beneath a lonely tree, the branches bent like wounded plea. His gutra, white, his face was grey, like time had stolen youth away. He held a page, her name it wore. The ink was tears, and nothing more. No poet now, but broken glass, a mirror cracked by love's bypass. She said my poems made her cry, but still she left without goodbye. She said my words were stars above, but never said that she felt love. Light. I closed my eyes and heard his pain. It fell like unexpected rain. He was a prince, yet here he bled. A common man, a heart gone dead. I walked through silence for her name. Each echo burnt me like a flame. I wore her scarf around my chest. Nay, a memory folded, once caressed. He sighed so deep it shook the ground. No music left, no healing sound. His eyes looked far, past night and noon, beyond the stars, beyond the moon. She once said, write me if I go. So I wrote oceans, skies, and snow. That I wrote till ink turned into blood, till pain became my only flood. And then he paused, his lips went still. The desert air grew cold and chill. He stared ahead, as if she stood. But no one came, not flesh, not wood. Did she ever love you, Fazza dear? I asked, while choking back my tear. He smiled a smile, not meant for joy. She loved the poems, not the boy. And there was the final blow, the kind of truth that steals your glow. She loved his lines, but not his soul. See, she praised the art, not made him whole. He rose and looked toward the night. The stars no longer offered light. Yet still, he bowed. He raised his hand. A poet prince who couldn't stand. She broke me kindly, with a smile. And now I walk this grief a mile. But I shall write, for hearts that ache, for those who lost what love can't fake. O Fazza, your name, once a melody in the marketplace, now echoes in trembling hearts. Your poetry still lingers like perfume in an empty room. Men who once walked with steady pride now bow their heads in sorrow. Women who once smiled at the dawn now weep beneath veils of mourning. The roads are bare, not from absence, but from respect. The air is heavy, carrying prayers instead of laughter. Fazza, son of the desert, you were the wind in our sails, the voice in our silence, the light upon our path. And now, even the sun hesitates to rise, for it fears to shine upon a city that cannot find its smile. The sea still moves, but it moves like a mourner at a funeral, its waves slow, careful, as if afraid to disturb your memory. The streets remember your footsteps, the way you greeted the humble and the great the same. Your kindness was a language everyone understood, even those who had no words at all. Fazza, you were not just a prince, you were the beating heart of Dubai. You spoke to the young in dreams, to the old in wisdom, to the lonely in comfort. Today, even the birds sit quietly on the minarets, their songs replaced by silence. Mosques stand tall, but their calls to prayer tremble with emotion. Children ask their mothers, "Why is everyone so quiet?" And the mothers look away, for they cannot explain the weight of loss.